In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 important things that you as a computer science and IT student should understand and must know, especially if you are in your college years. Let's get started. Hey, what's going on guys? Tanmay here for Simple Snippets, and recently I've been getting a lot of questions from college students, IT students, that how to use these 4 years of college, 3 years of college course in the best possible way, how to make the most out of these years and learn in the best way, what are the things to do, what are the things to avoid, etc, etc. So I thought I'll just give you my 5 tips or 5 things that you must know as college going students and should include in your day-to-day habits to get the best out of these years. Okay, so this is an important video for all the college going students, computer science and IT students, and I'm pretty sure you'll like this video, so make sure you watch this video till the end. Now before we start off, for those who don't know me and are new on this channel, my name is Tanmay Sakpal. I make a lot of tech educational videos like computer programming, web development, network security, Boolean algebra, C++, Java, etc, etc, you name it, we have this on our channel. So go check out our channel videos. You'll definitely find a lot of things informational. And with that being said, let's start off with our 5 things that you must know. So the number one thing that you guys should understand and know as a college going student is focusing only on academics and your curriculum is not gonna do shit for you. Yep, I just had to say it out loud. And let me explain what I mean by this. So if you're just gonna be focusing on your academics, on your syllabus, on your theory knowledge in your college, then you're not gonna put in extra efforts or more efforts on the extracurricular activities and certification courses and extra things. And if you're just gonna focus on marks, on your theory, then that is not gonna be beneficial when you get into the final year and when you get into campus placements. Okay, so don't get me wrong here, academics are important, the syllabus, the curriculum is made in such a way that you understand the fundamental subjects of IT and computer science. But if you're just gonna be focusing on your exams, on your syllabus, on your curriculum, as I mentioned, the theoretical knowledge, then you're gonna miss out on the practical knowledge and the extra knowledge that you get outside your syllabus. Okay, so don't have a mindset of being a topper in the college, because that is not gonna do any good to you or your company which is coming for the campus placements. So when you're going to sit for the campus placements, the interviewer is not interested or is not going to be very impressed by you being the university topper, but he will definitely be impressed if you have done any projects, if you have done any practical applications, if you have any live projects, if you've done some internship. Okay, so that is the more important part, which I will talk about later in this video, so keep watching. But my goal here is to tell you guys that be average or above average in your academics. If you are, if you're scoring above 75%, you're good to go. You don't have to target 90%. So a person scoring 75% and a person scoring 90% is pretty much considered as equal when it comes to campus placements or, job and interviews. All right. So that's point number 1. Let's move on to the next thing that you guys must know. So the second thing that is as an advice from me to all of you guys as computer science and IT students is be jack of all. Now for those who are old subscribers on this channel, you guys must have heard me saying this, that being jack of all when it comes to multiple technologies as a beginner is much more advantageous compared to mastering or being king of one particular technology or subject. And that is because as a beginner, you guys need to take as much experience and try out as many technologies, as many programming languages, as many frameworks as you can, at least at a fundamental level. You don't have to master one particular technology immediately when you're in college. Of course, there is nothing wrong being mastered in one particular technology, and if you like something and if you know that your future is going to be in that particular domain, then go for it. But many times what happens is when you're in college, we don't really know what we want to do as our work, as a career, right? We are not very sure whether you want to be a tester or a developer or a database engineer or a full stack engineer and whatnot, right? We are not very sure about that. And the best way to be sure about that is to try out different subjects, try out different technologies. Anyways, these subjects are going to be there in your curriculum, so that will also help you if you put in extra efforts and learn the practical aspects about these subjects, right? So being jack of all means that trying out multiple things and not focusing on one particular thing, especially as a beginner. So this is only for you guys as a beginner, as a college going student. And once you get into the corporates, anyways, you're going to work on one technology or, limited set of technologies as a beginner or as a fresher. And that time you can focus on being king of that particular technology, being the master of that technology, because anyways, that is going to be a part of your job. The best thing about being jack of all is, even in corporates, let's say your first job is in one domain, let's say it is in web development, and now you want to get into app development. because in your college years you've already studied a little bit about app development, that switch from the first job, which is in web development, to the Android development or app development is gonna be a little easier because you've already studied the fundamentals in college, right? In case if you are just focusing on one technology and let's say that technology goes out of fashion or goes out of trend, that happens a lot, right? In IT and CS, technologies keep on coming in and updating themselves, and some technologies go out of trend, go out of demand, right? So having a diversified portfolio is also important. So that's tip number 2. Let's move forward to the third thing. So the third thing that you guys must know and have this in the back of the mind is being healthy at all times. As a college going student, you guys are young, and I understand that there are a lot of negative habits that we have. For example, our eating habits are not good, we eat junk food, our sleeping habits is not good, and because you are young you do not feel the ill effects, but slowly these ill effects will build up, and it is very important that physically and both mentally you guys have to be in your best state when it comes to learning, because these college years should be focused on understanding and learning as much as you can. And if you're not healthy, if you're not keeping well all the times, then your learning capacity will be diminished. And these college years, trust me guys, is the best time when you can learn as much as possible. As you get into the corporates, as you move ahead in your career, your learning capacity goes down, and you want to settle down in one particular technology. So be at your best health in your college. Have a good schedule, make your own schedule, have good sleeping habits, have good eating habits, do not get into negative activities a lot, try to exercise and have a good health. And I'm not just talking about physical health, it is more important that you have a good mental health also, so that you can learn at a faster pace. Okay, learning is very important. If you want to earn, you gotta learn, right? So there's that. So that is tip number 3. Be healthy and be fit, especially in your college years. Let's move ahead. Now before we move ahead, if you've made it so far, please make sure you like this video, and that is very very important. Just go and hit thumbs up on this video, maybe add a comment also, and that would be very helpful for me and for this channel. And now let's proceed ahead. Now the fourth thing is very very important, and this is something that you guys definitely should do in your college years, and that is do a lot of extracurriculum courses, extra certification courses. Now this is kind of like a no-brainer, because as I mentioned from the point number 1, that just focusing on your college course and syllabus is not going to do shit for you. So try to focus on extracurricular courses, extracurricular certification courses, and that will add a lot of value in your resume, because that will be the biggest differentiating factor between you and your competition. Try to do a lot of projects, try to make live projects, try to build apps, try to make websites, try to do certification courses in the domain that you like, be it programming, be it artificial intelligence, be it machine learning, be it database management system, you name it, and there is a plethora of courses, free courses on the web. You just have to search it. Of course, I'll drop some links in the video description in case if you want to go through some courses also. There are paid courses also, but as a beginner, I never recommend going with paid courses immediately, in case if you need that extra attention, because in paid courses what happens is you have a tutor who can help you and guide you through the entire syllabus, and it's very good for doubt solving and all. So in case if you need that kind of attention, definitely go with a paid course. But there are so many free courses also by big companies like Google and MIT and whatnot, and these courses are very high quality as well, right? So don't think that they are free, so they are cheap. They are very good quality courses. You just have to find the one that you like. Now I don't know what you guys like, so you guys be the judge of that, and go and do these online certification courses in your in your vacations or on the weekends. It's a self-paced programs where you watch these videos according to your time and complete these certification courses. These are going to add a lot of value. The projects that you do, the extra internship work that you do, the live projects that you make, those are the ones that are going to be impressing your interviewer the most, and that can actually land you some good jobs, right? So there's that. So that is point number 4, doing extracurricular stuff. And by extracurricular stuff, I am not saying that you have to be the head of your college festival. Okay, being head of your college festival has very little value, actually no value for a company, right? A company is not going to be interested whether you've been head of your college festival or CP of your college festival. He's going to be more interested whether you've done any project in that particular domain, right? So there's that. Okay, so that's point number 4. Let's move on to the last tip, last thing that you must know. So this last point that you guys must know is something like advice from me, a suggestion from me to all of you guys as young college students, and that is be on social media in a positive way. Now we all know the entire world is connected to each other on social media, especially us youngsters. We are 24/7 pretty much there on some kind of social media application like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and whatnot, right? So what I'm trying to say is, when you're already going to use social media in such heavy proportions, use it to do something good, use it to gain some information, use it in a positive way. Now social media has a very polarizing view. When I say polarizing, it means that there are a lot of haters of social media, there are a lot of promoters of social media, and you have to choose which side you are supposed to be. You have to choose whether you're going to use social media in a positive way or in a negative way. A very good example of using social media as a positive is our very own channel, Simple Snippets. This is where I come in and make some tutorials, free tutorials for all of you guys. This is where we talk to each other. This is where we share information and knowledge. So this is a positive use of the social media application YouTube, right? Similarly, there are so many other positive content creators on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook that are making some very good quality content, entertaining content, educational content, right? There are various domains in content creation also. So these guys are using social media in a very positive way. Similarly, there is negative side to social media also. There are people who are negative, doing wrong things on social media, influencing wrong people and doing all sorts of bad shit. But this is completely in your hands how you use your time on social media. Because let's face it, many of us are addicted to social media. I don't know if addiction is the right word to use over here, but to some extent we are connected via social media more than we are connected to each other physically nowadays. So if you're going to use social media, my suggestion to you guys is use it positively, use it to gain knowledge, use it to learn something, use it to create positive content. In case if you have some talent, if you have some skill, let's say you're a musician, let's say you're a dancer, let's say you're a chef, let's say you like to make comedy skits or acts, create content in a positive way, spread happiness, share happiness with all of the others, just like I am doing via Simple Snippets, sharing my information, sharing my knowledge with you guys, and that would create a positive impact on everyone around you, right? So that's my last advice, last suggestion, because I feel that many of us are there on social media, but we're not using it positively and we're not using it to gain knowledge, we're not using it optimally. So try to do that. Alright, so these were my 5 tips that you guys should know, things you must know and understand and maybe include in your day-to-day life, in your college days, to make the most of it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which of these points are you gonna include in your life, which of these things are gonna have good impact on you, and if you have any more suggestions, put them in the comments. Share your knowledge, share your experiences. I would love to know that. I would definitely try to reply to all the comments. Share this video with all your college friends, all your batchmates. This is gonna be informational for every one of you guys. So there's that. And I'm gonna wrap up this video over here. Hope you like this. See you in the next one. Peace.